welcome to another edition of the BTSI show. I'm your host, Christopher J. I'm glad to do this in this format. Feels so good. The fact that I can do this in the comfort of my home. I'm so happy. But let's get started.
Today's episode is brought to you by FNX. If you're looking to lose weight, gain weight in the most healthiest way possible, FNX is where you need to go. You're talking about a section you're looking to gain weight. There's a section you're trying to lose weight. There's also even a section you're trying to better your performance when you're out there trying to be the best you. Please go to the link that is in this video. But also, you have to look the part. We're trying to unlock that inner athlete in you. Speaking of inner athlete, hey, you know how we get down. So, fill up your shopping carts. Once you get to checkout, use the promo code BTSI for 15% off. Again, BTSI for 50% off at checkout.
All right, let's do some quick hits, shall we? I'm just getting this right now. Todd Chrisley and his wife Julie Chrisley engaged in an extensive bank fraud scheme and then hid their wealth from tax authorities. They were found guilty on federal charges in June and are set to be sentenced by U.S. District Judge Eleanor Ross in a hearing that begins Monday and is likely to extend into Tuesday. Federal prosecutors determined the upper end of the range is nearly 22 years for Todd Chrisley and about 12 and a half years for Julie Chrisley. I hate to see that. I like the Chrisleys. I remember when I first seen it, I was like, I don't know. I was like, nah, probably not my thing. Then I watched one episode and I was hooked on it. Prayers to the family, man. Jesus Christ. Next up, I sent this on social media, but this is gonna go tie into today's show. I want to send a rest in peace to Kevin Conroy. He is the voice actor of Batman since 1992. He has played Batman on different variations, whether it be the TV series, DC Animated Universe. He even did video games, of course, and I think he did a live action adaptation to being Bruce Wayne as well. So, and here's a fun fact. Me and him shares the same birthday. He was born in 55, I was born in 87. I would say condolences to the family and friends of Kevin Conroy. Speaking of which, this shocked me today. Rest in peace to Jason David Frank, the original Green Power Ranger, dead at 49, according to TMZ, death by suicide. That was a gut-wrenching punch to me. Like that was my childhood. Like Kevin Conroy is my childhood. Jason David Frank was my childhood. It's just crazy to see all of my childhood stars being taken away. And granted, and of course I know how life works. I knew this even back then. There was going to be a time period where everything that surrounding my childhood will eventually go into the afterlife. Jason left behind a wife, 4 kids, and other. It was just crazy. Like I said, that shocked me. So I do want to say a rest in peace to Kevin Conroy. Rest in peace to Jason David Frank. You guys will be missed.
Today's episode is brought to you by Wavilo. Of course, you guys see me with my Bakari watch. Looks nice, don't it? But if I wanted to go out, just a casual wear, and it's kind of chilly outside. Not bad. Let's add some more color to it. Ooh, that's gonna look good for the photo shoot. Get with the brand that's versatile. that can cover you in all areas of fashion for men and women. So go to the link that's in this video, fill up your shopping carts. Once you do, the promo code is BTSI for 50% off. I repeat, BTSI for 50% off at checkout.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to re-record these commercials that I've been doing. I think it's about time now that I'm fully set on my house. I think it's time to get you guys some of that new stuff. So we're definitely gonna be working on that. All right. Now let me. Ooh, wow. Caught me off guard. Oh. So let's get into today's show. Every Thursday night, I'm on YouTube watching Lapeef Let's Talk. The first segment was titled, Black Men Are Taught to Show No Emotions or Feelings. Well, that's a half truth. We're taught not to show emotions or feelings in public. There is a space where men has to let go and release. You can't keep things bottled up because once it overfills and explodes, you will explode, particularly on the wrong person, an innocent person that didn't warrant that. It happens all the time, trust me, I know this from experience. There's always an outlet for men to get stuff off their chest and just release it and put it out there. Of course, there's therapy. You can play video games, men can go to the gym, men can read a book, men can just go chill in the pool. There's other outlets to get something off of a man's mind. It will not slowly deteriorate him from the inside. Issue at hand is women want to see that. They want to see their man emotional. They want to see their man vulnerable. They want to see their man cry. I got one question. Why? Why do you want to see that so bad? Do you want to not respect your man any further? Now, some ladies are going to say, I'm going to respect my man. I don't never disrespect him. Number one, I call cap. Number two, you have to show us in masses. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? There's a reason why men don't show their emotions in front of y'all, because you will then proceed to disrespect them. You will proceed to emasculate them. You'll proceed to use their vulnerability as a weapon against them. Let me tell you something that happened either early this year or maybe last year. I can't remember. There was a guy that came into one of the Clubhouse rooms on Brytn Smile, and he was vulnerable for whatever reason, wanted to talk about what was going on with him. I advised against it, but he continued to do it. I said, okay, cool. After he was done talking about whatever he was referring to, the ladies proceeded to laugh at him, clown him, disrespect him. Nothing infuriates me more when women pray for the type of man that will open up, be emotional, be vulnerable with them, and when that falls in your lap, you manage to fuck it up. I proceeded to go off on every single one of them hoes in the room. Yes, I call them hoes. I annihilated them, destroyed them, eviscerated. They dare not come at me. So fellas, keep your vulnerability, especially your tears, keep it to yourself. Now, what are the things that man could cry about, I guess? Of course, death, birth, spiritual moment. If you're in church or not, it doesn't have to be in church, it can be anywhere, and God talks to you, touches you, blesses you, that's one thing. Yeah, go ahead. Don't be ashamed. Now, as far as the other two, if they choose not to cry in public or they choose not to cry at all, that's their prerogative. Case in point, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday my grandmother passed away. I was asleep. It was early in the morning, like 4 o'clock Central Standard Time, around that time. My wife woke me up. I guess my phone was on silent, and my mom called my wife, and she had to wake me up. My mom called crying. I was like, what's wrong? She said, Granny passed away. I was like, oh, did not cry. Did not get emotional about it. Only because men are very logical. I saw this coming from a long time ago. I knew my granny was at that age, number one. Number two, I noticed because she started to, I physically couldn't recognize her face anymore. I knew it was my grandmother because of her voice, but I did not recognize that woman when I was on the phone with her through FaceTime or Duo, whatever the case may be. So I had to take that into consideration. I had to take into consideration the person who was involved with or married to whatever legal standing is. I have to keep that in mind, like you're dealing with that person. That's not an individual you should be around with, so that's two things. Third thing, you're in Florida. Sorry, Florida, you already know. But worse than that, you're in the medical center in Florida. So I came to the realization she's not gonna be here much longer. I didn't tell her goodbye, but I was at peace knowing that her time was gonna come. My mom was crying, of course. My father was disappointed and a little bit sad as well. My dad, of all people, and that's because he's very stoic. But me, no, because I already prepared for it. Now, funeral's gonna be in a few weeks. Now, some people say, "Yo, are you gonna cry then?" I was like, probably not. I will use that time to give my final goodbyes. But cry, no. Guess what, ladies? If a man decides not to cry, that's his prerogative. Now, he needs to find an outlet, like I stated earlier. It doesn't have to be you. And you're gonna have to live with that moving forward. Just because your man is not vulnerable to you doesn't mean he's not vulnerable. So, ladies, if you want your man to be more vulnerable with you, stop listening to these older women that tell you your man needs to show you something, because they're not men. They never have been, they never will be. And also, side note, before we get to the last topic, ladies, stop telling men how to be men. Just stop it. That won't end well for you. Take that how you want to take it. Let a man be a man, or let other men tell them how to be a man. Today's episode is brought to you by Brytn Smile. Now, you guys need to keep your mouths clean, keep your mouths white, and keep your mouths bright between dentist visits. I get it, I understand. So here's where Brytn Smile come into play. Yes, good old Brytn Smile. Now, in this whitening kit, it comes with a multitude of things that you need. Starters, you're going to need a user manual on how to operate the devices that come with it. Next up, you have a shade chart to keep you posted on where your teeth fall on the chart. That is very beneficial. Also, these gel pens. Put the gel on each tooth. Do it correctly. Follow the manual. And, well, you know, we have a charger. It comes with a charger. I wonder why. That's right, an LED mouthpiece. This is very beneficial, y'all, as y'all can see. For the blue, it is on for 15 minutes. And once that is done, let's go purple, pink, whatever color you prefer to call it. Let's do that for 10 minutes. Go to Brytn Smile. The link is located in the description. Grab a kit, put it in your shopping cart, and when you get to the checkout, the promo code is BTSI for 25% off. Again, BTSI for 25% off. One more thing before we go. I did a room regarding to see what was a better movie, Black Adam or Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. As far as storylines go, Black Adam was a better movie than Black Panther anyway, because number one, I did not like that script. I didn't like the storyline at all. It was lukewarm, it was rushed, it was garbage. And the whole movie in of itself emasculated men, particularly black men. Bad enough you killed off T'Challa, which is another thing that hurt the movie, because you should have just recasted him. You emasculated this man, you cut off his character, and on top of that, you made him into a baby daddy. Yeah, you made that man into a baby daddy. So that was just complete tomfoolery. Question is, will I support Marvel moving forward? I had to give them opportunity to fix this wrong. Granted, Phase 4 was trash. I'll give Marvel a chance to right this wrong. Just the entire Phase 4 was trash. And DC's gearing up to whoop their ass. Like, real bad. So I'll get an opportunity to fix it. Black Adam was a better movie than Black Panther. If I had to tell black boys which movies to watch, and pattern their behaviors outside of their father, I would choose Black Adam, because how they did Black Panther was an emasculation, and I don't respect that. Other than that, people, my name is Chrisley J. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys later. Peace out.